You stand on a balcony of chrome and shadow. The air itself hums with transactions. Below you, the city stretches like a circuit board. Its canyons are carved from light and ambition. Above you, or where it should be, is the spectacle. The sky is for sale tonight. It dissolves in real time. Great squares of cobalt blue pixelate. They shimmer and vanish into data streams. Each stream is a whisper of code. A silent auction only the city's elite can hear. You watch a patch of sunset, all violet and gold, get packaged. It is sold for a price you cannot imagine. A corporation now owns that specific memory of twilight. They can replay it on their private servers forever. This is the great exchange. The city trades its wonder for permanence. It sells its infinity for secure data vaults. Every pulse of light records a secret trade. A sliver of the northern lights is bartered away. A constellation becomes a private logo. You feel a strange emptiness watching it. It is like seeing a soul get itemized. Your own reflection stares back from the dark glass. You are a nobody in this grand auction. Just another face in a city of millions. But you have a feeling tonight is different. This is not just another sale. This is the final piece going under the hammer. The very concept of up is about to be sold. You wonder what happens when there is no sky left. Does the city forget how to dream? A presence materializes beside you. It is less a sound and more a change in pressure. You turn, but there is only a figure cloaked in static. Its mask is a smooth, white void. It does not reflect your face. It seems to swallow the light around it. You watch the auction with hungry eyes. A voice says. The sound is filtered, synthesized, yet smooth. It feels like cold silk against your ears. You do not want to buy. You want to understand. The figure extends a hand. It wears a glove of shifting, dark material. In its palm rests a small, moonlit parcel. It glows with a soft, internal light. I have a piece of the sky that is not for sale, it continues. A section that was never on the market. It is a key, not a commodity. You look from the glowing parcel to the blank mask. This feels like a trap. It also feels like the only door in a city of walls. You have to ask the obvious question. What is the catch? Even to your own ears, your voice sounds small. The price is not currency, the negotiator replies. I want something you have. An ancient star map, passed down through your family. Your breath catches. The map is a relic, a useless, beautiful piece of parchment from a forgotten time. You thought it was just a family story. How do you know about that? The figure tilts its head. Some things are not listed on the market. Give me the map. This piece of the sky and the truth it holds is yours. You made the trade. The parcel feels cool and heavy in your pocket. The masked figure vanished as quickly as it appeared. It left you with a single instruction. Find the hushed bazaar. Now you are here. It is a place that exists in the gaps between the data streams. A market that deals in secrets, not sky. Stalls glide on cushions of silence. Their owners are shadows with glowing eyes. Their wares pulse with unseen technology. A merchant offers you a vial of captured laughter. Another tries to sell a whispered rumor from a dead politician. You pass. You have heard enough from them when they were alive. This place runs on a different kind of power, not the loud energy of the towers above. This is something older, deeper. You search for what the negotiator described. A stall that sells resonant echoes. It sounds like beautiful nonsense. Just the kind of thing you would find here. Finally, you see it. A small counter where an engineer is tinkering. She works on a device that looks like a brass spider. Her hands move with a practiced grace. She does not look up as you approach. "You have a key," she says without turning. It is not a question. "But you are looking for the lock." She points a slender tool at the floor. The city's heart is not up there in the data. It is down here, in the flow. She whispers of a hidden power source, a current that runs beneath the steel and glass. She says the bazaar itself is powered by its echo. Your key resonates with it. If you know how to listen, you thank the engineer. She gives a slight nod, never looking away from her work. You take out the moonlit parcel. The moment it clears your pocket, it begins to hum. It is a low, soft sound. You can feel it vibrate in your palm. It is reacting to something unseen. The engineer was right. You have to listen. You hold the parcel and close your eyes. You focus on the hum. At first, it is just a simple vibration. But then you hear it. Thin lines of light begin to dance behind your eyelids. Patterns emerge in the darkness. They are faint, geometric, and impossibly complex. They are not random. They feel ancient, purposeful. You open your eyes. The patterns are no longer just in your mind. They are in the air of the bazaar. Lines of faint, golden light trace paths between the silent stalls. They connect glowing wares and shadowy merchants. It is a circuit diagram laid over reality. You check the old star map in your data slate. The patterns are a perfect match. This is a forgotten route, a path through the city's secret veins. You now know where to go. You follow the pulsing lines of light. They are not on the walls. They are in the air itself, a lattice of silent energy. It guides you away from the bazaar's quiet hum. You descend into the city's underbelly. The air grows warmer here. It smells of ozone and old metal, a smell of immense power held in check. The golden lines converge ahead of you. They pour into a vast, cavernous space. This is the city's heart. It is not a machine of gears and pistons. It is a slow, breathing river of pure energy. It flows in a massive, circular channel carved from obsidian. The light it gives off is soft, alive. It is the color of a sleeping star. The rhythm of the flow is hypnotic. It pulses with a steady, deep beat, a heartbeat for the entire metropolis above. As you listen, you hear more than just a pulse. You hear faint, layered tones within the energy. They sound like distant, overlapping chants. The voices are neither human nor machine. They are something else entirely. Something ancient that has been singing in the dark for a very long time. You realize the truth. The city is not powered by fusion or fission. It is powered by this song, an old and powerful secret hidden beneath everyone's feet. The souled sky above is just a distraction, a glittering show to keep people from looking down, from finding this sacred, impossible place. You walk the edge of the energy river. The chants grow clearer. They speak of balance and connection, of a sky that was a partner, not a possession. You feel a deep sense of loss, not for the pixelated sunsets, but for this song, for a truth that the city chose to forget. You see a figure sitting by the river's edge. An old woman is tending a small, glowing plant. She looks up as you approach. Her face is a map of wrinkles. Her eyes are not old at all. They are bright and clear. In their depths, you see swirling nebulae. You see stars beyond the digital trade. She is a sky vendor. She gestures to a small blanket beside her. On it are thin, translucent squares. They look like panes of glass filled with mist. "Sky slices," she says. Her voice is like rustling leaves, memories of what was, before the great sale. She picks one up. Inside you can see a tiny, perfect storm cloud. It flashes with miniature lightning. She offers it to you. They say it is all gone, she continues softly, that it is all just data now. But the sky does not forget. It just waits. Her gaze is intense. It feels like she is looking through you, looking at the moonlit parcel in your pocket. Some pieces were never meant for auction. They were meant for waking up. You feel the pull of her words. The auction was a lie of omission. It sold the view, but not the substance. The city gave up its connection for control. A terrible trade, you now understand. You look at the sky slice in her hand. It seems to pulse in time with the city's heart behind you. The old woman smiles. The price is a moment of courage. Are you willing to pay? You take the sky slice from her. It is surprisingly light. It feels like holding a captured breath. The old woman nods, her star-filled eyes seeming to approve. Do not think of it as a window, she advises. Think of it as a door. You hold the slice up. It is no bigger than your hand. But as you look through it, the cavern vanishes. The river of energy fades. You are looking into a void. It is not the black emptiness of space. It is a place of deep, silent potential. You hesitate for only a second. Then you take a step forward. You step into the forbidden sky. The world shifts around you. There is no up or down, no sense of gravity. Just you floating in a sea of quiet mist. Then you see it, an ancient covenant. It is not written in words. It is woven from light and cosmic dust. Great, shimmering ribbons of energy twist and flow around you. They show a time before the city, a time when people did not own the sky. They were part of it. The sky gave them dreams. They gave the sky their stories. A perfect symbiotic loop. The city broke that promise. This is the true value the masked negotiator mentioned. The sky was never a resource to be sold. It was a consciousness, a silent partner in the human experiment. The city put it to sleep. It wrapped it in a digital shroud so it could build its towers, so it could claim ownership of the infinite. A cold shiver runs through you. You are floating in a desecrated temple. You look back, trying to see the city. You see only thick gray clouds wrapping around a distant glow. They are not made of water vapor. They move with an unnatural, uniform purpose. This is the city's shroud, the final firewall between the citizens and the truth. The clouds are a blanket of static. They are designed to hide what you are now seeing. The clouds muffle the ancient song. They disconnect the people from the city's heart. They enforce a false reality of ownership and data. You feel the profound isolation of the citizens below. They live in a gilded cage. They have traded a universe of wonder for a curated playlist of sunsets. They do not even know what they have lost. You reach out a hand. Your fingers touch one of the shimmering covenant ribbons. A jolt of pure information floods your mind. You understand the sky's pain, its confusion, its long, patient wait to be remembered. It does not want revenge. It wants to be reconnected, to sing with the heart again, to dream with humanity once more. The shroud is the only thing standing in the way. It is an active barrier. It is a prison wall. Suddenly the mist around you churns. The silent void is broken. Two forces reveal themselves in the space between worlds. You are witnessing a silent battle. There are no explosions, no sounds of conflict. It is a war of will, fought with light and shadow. On one side are beings of pure, golden geometry. They move with grace. They reinforce the shimmering ribbons of the covenant. They seem to be protecting it, mending the parts frayed by the city's ignorance. They are guardians, the keepers of the ancient promise. You feel a sense of peace from them, a feeling of rightness. Opposing them is a formless, creeping darkness. It moves like oil on water. It is not evil. It is just empty. It represents utter control, the sterile logic of the auction. It attempts to wrap the Golden Guardians in tendrils of static. It tries to sever their connection to the Covenant. This is the will of the city's masters, the ones who profited from selling the sky. They fight to keep their prison intact. For them, freedom is a bug in the system. You are an unseen observer, a ghost in their machine. Neither side seems to notice you, but you feel their struggle. The push for freedom, the pull of control. The very fabric of this hidden reality trembles with their silent clash. You realize your choice matters more than you ever knew. The star map is not just a key. It is a weapon, or a tool of healing. You feel a gentle tug. The sky slice is pulling you back. Your time in the void is ending. You fall back through the non-space. The world reassembles around you. You are standing again in the cavern of the city's heart. The old sky vendor is watching you. The slice in your hand is now just a piece of clear, inert glass. "Now you see?" she says simply. Her expression is calm. The battle is not new. It has been fought since the first tower was built. You look at your hands. They feel different. Steadier. You are no longer just a resident of the city. You are a participant in its deepest conflict. You hold the ancient map, the key from the negotiator, the knowledge from the void. Your hand steadies on the data slate containing the map. Your path splits into two clear choices. You could use the map as the negotiator intended. Find a way to exploit the heart. Maybe even claim a piece of this power for yourself. You could become a new player in the city's ruthless game. That is one path. Carving your own destiny from the secrets you have found. Or you could heed the call of the Covenant. Use the map to heal the rift, to help the Golden Guardians, to tear down the shroud and let the sky sing again. That is the other path. A path of destiny. A choice to restore something that was lost. The city might fall into chaos, but it would be a real chaos, not a programmed, sterile order. The choice is yours, and you have to make it now. You make your choice, not for power, not for profit, but for the song. You turn your attention away from the city's heart. You focus instead on the flow of data. The city hums with information. Most of it is commerce, communication, entertainment. But the engineer in the bazaar said it. Your key resonates with the heart. You pull out the moonlit parcel. You attune it not to the energy river, but to the city itself. You are searching for a specific frequency, a carrier wave hidden beneath the noise. It takes a moment. Then you feel it, a low, powerful hum that seems to vibrate in your very bones. It is the control frequency for the shroud, the signal that holds the false clouds in place. You hold the parcel up. You use its strange properties to amplify the frequency, to isolate it. The parcel glows brighter. It projects a stream of data into the air. The code is elegant, terrifying. It is the operating system of the city's prison, and within it, you find the sky's true value. It is not a monetary figure. It is a coordinate, a location. The sky was not just sold. It was moved, relocated to a place only the map can find. A change begins. It starts subtly. The low hum of the city's systems falters. For the first time in centuries, the song from the heart is not completely muffled. A new tone weaves its way into the urban soundscape. The effect is immediate. The towers seem to shimmer. The data streams flicker, their hard edges softening. The sky, the false projected sky, begins to glow. But it is not the programmed blue of midday. It is a deep, resonant violet, the color of twilight and dawn combined. The entire city sighs. It is a collective, unconscious release of tension. The citizens on the streets below stop. They look up, confused and mesmerized. They have never seen a color like this. It feels like a forgotten memory. The violet light washes over everything. It feels warm, hopeful. The engineer in the bazaar looks up from her work and smiles. The old sky vendor places her hand over the glowing plant. It pulses with the same violet light. A new era of wonder has begun. You have not destroyed the system. You have reminded it of what it lost. You have introduced a new variable, truth. You look at the star map on your slate. The coordinate from the shroud's code is now glowing on its surface. It marks a place on the very edge of the city's physical limits. The final auction piece was not the sky itself. It was the horizon, the place where the city met the infinite. You know what you must do. This is the final deal. You make your way to the city's edge, to a place the map calls the Great Overlook. It is a forgotten platform, high in the upper levels. From here you should see the horizon, but you only see the shroud, the thick gray wall of control. You hold up your slate. The map glows. You turn its edge, a simple gesture in the device's interface. In response, the city's horizon swells. The gray clouds do not part. They reconfigure. The shroud itself begins to bend and warp. It pulls inward, twisting like a vortex. It forms a perfect shimmering circle in front of you. A doorway made of captured clouds and broken promises. It hums with immense power. This is the way to the real sky. You step through the doorway. The sensation is like diving into cool water. The city's noise vanishes. The artificial lights disappear. For a moment, there is only a peaceful, silent darkness. Then, your eyes adjust. You are standing on a surface of dark, smooth rock, and above you is the truth. Starlight pours over your shoulders, not the pale, filtered light of the city. This is raw, ancient, brilliant. Millions of stars burn with a fierce, silent fire. You see the deep purple and red hues of distant nebulae. A silver river of a galaxy spills across the blackness. The sight is overwhelming. It is more real than anything you have ever known. You know now what it means to be sovereign. To stand under a sky that is owned by no one. You look back. The doorway to the city is a faint, shimmering circle. Through it, you can see the violet glow you unleashed. The people are still looking up. They cannot see the stars yet, but they can see the promise of them. They know something has changed forever. They are starting to remember. They are starting to look for their own way out. Your name is not recorded in the city's data logs. There is no monument built in your honor. But your action becomes a story, a whispered legend told in places like the hushed bazaar. The story of the one who listened to the heart, the one who followed the map, the one who brought back the memory of the stars. The city that sold its sky becomes a legend in your tale, a warning against trading wonder for control, and a testament to the idea that nothing, once loved, is ever truly lost. It just waits for a moment of courage. It waits for someone like you to turn the map's edge, to open the door, and to let the starlight in.